Hi everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is going to be a part 17th of a Snowflake Zero to Hero series. In this video, we will be creating a error monitoring or we are going to handle the error notification from the Snowpipe. We know that Snowpipe is going to help you to load data automatically from your cloud storage. But in case you wanted to get notification in case of failure, for example, if there is an issue with the file format or if the data doesn't match with the expected schema, then Snowpipe will fail to load the data. And we need a way to detect these errors automatically. I'm not going to ask my teammate to check the Snowpipe status after every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or after 1 hour and then just tell me whether it got successfully executed, loaded the files or not. For that, I need automated way. And this is something which we are going to do in this video. For that, you just open your AWS account and we will be following all these steps one by one. So the first thing is I need to create my SNS topic. But before that, let me take you to this previous. So this is the last video where we have created the Snowpipe and we have seen it that how can we check the credit consumption, how can we check if the system the files is succeeded or the fail. You can just go and check into the account user schema. This account user schema is having some latency, so we'll get to know about it after a couple of hours. Okay, now you will go back to your AWS account, and here the first thing you will come into the SNS. So I'll come into this Amazon SNS. In here, I will be creating one topic. You can see that in this, the create SNS topic. So I'm gonna go, and this is my Snowpipe alert. I'll click on next step. Now, this topic will be the standard. It is going to be the name. And if you need this access data protection policies, nothing delivery policies, or let's do not change anything. I'm going to click on create topic. Once my topic is created, now I will be adding a subscription into it. Okay, so you see this option after creating this AWS topic, you need to note this ARN. We will be requiring it. So I'm going to click on create subscription. And this subscription means where exactly you want to deliver your messages like Lambda, SQS, email, HTTPS, SMS. So I'm going to click on email and I am going to write my email engineer data 1 to 1. Okay, so this is going to be my topic ARN. You can just even copy this one and I'm gonna paste it over here. Let's say here. Okay, so I'll come here and this is, I have created my email address and then create subscription. So my subscription is created. Once you have created the subscription, as a next step, you will be seeing the status which is pending confirmation. Now, if you will look at your Gmail, and here you will get one email from this AWS side, and that is we need to confirm the email subscription. Snowpipe alert. You see, this is the pending confirmation. I'm going to check this one. I guess I have already added for this particular email. That is the reason why I'm not getting it. Any subscription, it's loading. Oh, sorry, this one. Okay, so I got this and I can simply click on confirm subscription. Once I did that, you see the subscription confirmed, and here you will look into here. This is, if you're gonna refresh it, this will be like confirmed. The status will be confirmed here. Okay, so this is the first couple of steps you're going to follow. You will go to the AWS account and the SNS. You're going to create topic, and then inside the topic, you're going to create a subscription. Whatever the and like the email address or the number you're going to give it to it, you just need to confirm that also. Okay, after this, we will be going to the IAM, and then we will be creating one policies. For that policy, we need to copy topic ARN into the resources. So I'll come into this IAM here and I am going to create one policy. I have already created this SNS message policy, but I'm going to create it from the scratch one more thing. So one more time, I'm going to delete it. And then I will be creating the same policy. I did that. And now I'm going to click on create policies. And this one, you need to choose a service, which is going to be SNS. First, either you can simply go and copy into the JSON, and there you need to write action and resource. But if you wanted to do it visually, you can just simply select SNS. Effect is going to be allow. And then you are going to check the action, which is publish. You're going to search for the publish. That is fine. Now you are going to add the ARN. And this ARN is nothing but your topic ARN. So you're going to copy this ARN here and paste it to here. And click on add ARN. Now go to the next. And the policy name is going to be my SNS message. I simply click on that, and then after that, my policy is created. Once my policy is created, now the next thing is, if you remember, in my AWS, I was using one role. When I fetched the data, I created one storage integration, and inside that storage integration, we were using that role, which is AWS data ingestion. So for the same data, I need to apply this permission. So I would be requiring to create this notification integration. Inside that notification integration, I need two things. One is SNS topic ARN, and second is SNS role ARN. So this SNS topic ARN is nothing but the same ARN, topic ARN, but for the role ARN, I will be either I can create a new role, or the existing role which I do have, in that I'm going to use this role ARN, but I will be assigning the policy which I've created here. So I'll come into the role sections, and I do have this AWS data ingestion. All right. So now I will be clicking on this add permissions, and there attach policies. And here I will click on customer manage. So you will get your policy, this SNS message, and I click on add permissions. Now, when I'm going to click on add permissions, and you just need to say, yeah, it's updated. I'll come into the trust relationship, and here in the edit trust policies, there were actually these external ID you can see. So we need this external policies. We need this external ID to update it. But before this, come to this AWS data ingestion. This is going to be your ARN. I'm going to copy it and paste it here. So first we have created a storage integration. Now we are going to create a notification integration, and that notification integration we would be requiring while configuring the Snowpipe. So if you remember, the last time when we created a pipe, show pipe, they were error integration was showing up, and it was completely empty. Notification integration was there, and that was blank. And that is why if my Snowpipe is getting failed, I will not get any notification. Now, once you complete that, and you are going to, okay, it's already there. So I'm going to write create or replace notification integration, which is email. And we have given this topic here, SNS topic ARN and the SNS role ARN. Now, the next thing, you will be describing it just like you describe your storage integration. And you see here, this SNS topic ARN and role ARN. This is something which you provided. There is an IAM user ARN, which is already there, and this external ID. These two permissions you would be requiring to configure or to update your trust relationship into the AWS side. So what I'm going to do is I am going to check this user ARN. Okay, this is my role. I'll come into the trust relationship. And if you will look at it, this AWS ARN is exactly same. So this is going to be same for every single integration you are going to create here. Okay, but if you will look at this external ID, this is updated. Every time you are going to recreate this notification integration, this will keep updated. So I'm going to copy this external ID, and then if you need to pass more than one, now you might be having a question in your mind that Vishal, we have created the same thing for the storage integration. Okay, and if you have not completed that video, then make sure you're going to watch the previous videos. Okay, so in this external ID, I'm going to pass as a list, and now I'm going to click on edit trust policies, and I will be passing one more value which I copied from there. I will be wrapping up with the double. Okay, once it is fine, and I'm going to update the policy. So just check one step. SNS topic we have created. Then we have created a subscription. After that subscription we created, we confirmed that. Then we created a one policies. That policy we attached to that particular role. After that, we took those ARNs and we created a notification indication. Then notification indication we described it. If we got it. We got some values, and that external ID we updated into the particular role trust relationship. Now what will happen if I am going to write, or if I'm going to create any files or going to upload any files into my Snowflake, into the AWS, and if that is not matching with the schema, it will fail. So, but before that, I will be writing this alter pipe and set integration equal to email. Sorry, it should be notification notification or wait a minute, already is there, but I'm just going to show you how you will be doing it. It's error integration, my bad. So it's you're gonna write error integration equal to email. Okay, now if you're gonna run the show pipe, it was there because I just tested it a few moments back, and you can see this is an email already there now. So that means now if I'm going to upload any file and which is not matching with the schema, or it's going to have some error related to the file format, I should get notified. Okay, so let's do that. For this, I'm coming into my S3 account. Okay, in my S3, and there I am going to upload some file which should be random file. Okay, so I'm going to click on add files, and I know like which can create some error. Anything, any random file, I'm going to try to pick it. Let's say this Spotify data, or let me just pick the simple one, this IPL one. Okay, so I'm going to pick this IPL. But before that, before I'm just going to upload it, let's take a moment back to understand the system pipe status. In here, if you will look at it, this is the last ingested path. File path is IPL data. The last forwarded file path is IPL data. And if you will look at last ingested file is 13 11 48 16. So I can simply copy this one here. Okay, execution status is running. Last received message. Actually, just check this one. This is last received message. You copy this one. Okay. Wait, it could not get copied. Okay, yeah, this one. So now I'm just going to click on upload. And I know the structure would be different, the schema would be different. So there should not be any, I should just get the email here. So I'm going to refresh it, but it's going to take time. So let me just check the system pipe status, which is going to ingest into the AWS customer load. Okay. Till this time, we have it. Last ingested file path is IPL 2024-01-11. Okay, but Here you look at it, last forwarded file path. So if I'm going to run it again, going to execute for again, then you see it, this got updated. The last ingested file path is ipl.csv, and if you will look at the timestamp is 1326 while it was 1120 1148. So this also got updated. And if I come here in my emails, then I got one email that, hey, YouTube learning raw layer AWS customer load stays location. This is the file, and it is saying file name is ipl.csv. The first error is numeric value Hyderabad AP is not recognized. That means we are trying to insert this varchar value into one column, which is already numeric. So that's how you can configure the step by step your error notifications. And it's not only just for the Snowpipe, you can even use it for your task. We haven't discussed about the task yet, but yes, when we will be discussing it, we're going to see it one more time. I hope you are going to like this video and you have understood all the steps. In case you need of these PPTs and all, please let me know in the comment section. So thank you for watching. I hope you're going to have a good one.